Great. So now I'm open to any questions which you guys have. Feel free to ask any questions which you guys have, right? Nothing is changing. Shama, 2022 pass and a fail changes nothing for international students. What changes is the parameter on the basis of which you get admission. So after 2022, what they will see is whether you pass step 1 in first attempt or not, whether you got CK 240 plus or not, whether you have a good clinical rotation or not. So those who are saying that after 2022 things will be easy or after 2022 things will be bad, it is both incorrect. Okay, things will be same, only the parameters of admission is changing. Earlier they were doing everything on your step 1 marks. After 2022 they will see your step 1 CK and the overall profile. Please understand this, Shama, very carefully, because moment you start thinking that the USMLE does everything for me, it doesn't do. Okay, that's the NEET PG approach. In USMLE it's not just exams. We just saw at the start of the session. It is the overall profile, your med school performance, your USMLE marks, your CV, and your interviews. All of these things play a very important role. I hope this answers your question, Shama. Absolutely, CV will be important, meet. And which is why on this Sunday, there is a session which I am doing on clinical rotations, what to do, what not to do. Feel free to attend. Yes, Shama, you can appear step 2 after 3 years. The rule says very simple, Shama. Understand this very clearly. Okay. What does the rule say? So that you know how you can appear the exams. Okay. Let us see that quickly. When you appear your first exam, that is your step 1, okay, the entire series up to step 3 needs to be completed in 7 years. So yes, your question whether if I appear step 1 now and CKCS after 3 years, is it okay? Yes, it is okay, because total you get 7 years in which you have to give step 1, CKCS, and step 3, all the 4 exams. Okay, nothing is changing under 23rd rule. Okay, 2023 is nothing but a worry for people who are not from good medical colleges. Okay, so don't worry about that 2023. So what was happening earlier? Would you ask, what is this 2023 accreditation? Earlier, USMLE is actually divided into 3 phases, in terms of the stages. Back in 90s, okay, then you can say around 2000 to 2000, let's say 23, if we are talking about, and what happens after 2023. Okay, so what was happening, that back in 90s the admissions were happening for USMLE if the student had been verified, that whether the student credentials are good or not. Okay, which is done even today, which will be done even after 2023. Okay, in 2000 century the new rule came, along with student your college also mattered. I showed you the list. If your college is not listed, you will not be able to write the exam. This will also be the truth in 2023. So what is changing in 2023? So along with credentials of student, college, the American board will also want to know whether the medical council of your country is approved or not. Okay, the National Medical Council. So they will see what is the student's credential, college credential, and the medical council credential. So this is something which is happening. India is very much on track. You don't have to worry about this. Just focus on your studies. Rest of the things will be taken care by the MCI and Indian officials. Your job as a student is to be stay focused and study for the examinations. All right. Okay, so if you're a second year student, what options you have to prepare for USMLE? Good question. So how we do at Moksha, I told you either you have the option which this Hyderabad based company offers. We can offer you the same option: recorded videos, QBank, study material, news update, no problem. But if you feel you want a better program, then we also have artificial intelligence based assessment, predictive scoring, guest lectures, and doubt solving support under our gold product. And if you want a complete training, which actually the maximum MOOC students go for, we give you unlimited doubt solving support, unlimited live lectures, study schedule support, CV building workshop, test taking workshops, UWorld, QBank, and a complete unlimited validity. So choice upon you. If you are a first, second year student, you can go for either the silver option, the gold option, or a platinum option. Select which is convenient for you and take your decision accordingly. Right. So platinum includes the high yield. You don't have to separately purchase or buy the high yield product. Okay. Platinum students get everything. That is why it is the most popular product. Clear? Great. Now I have two more questions. Let me quickly answer before we move on. Yeah, absolutely, Shama. So if you are writing in October, December 2021, you have to apply at least 5-6 months in advance. Okay, 6 months is more than enough. All right. Any other questions anybody has? Have been dealing with students for last 15 years now. So successful students are those who work smart, who manage time, who have this never give up attitude and a lot of patience. USMLE is a long process. Exams are difficult, so don't take it lightly. Okay, uh, success is not for somebody who is a topper of medical college, but somebody who has a sound, fundamental, conceptual, patient-centered learning and knowledge of concepts. Okay, so accordingly, if you are going to work hard, USMLE is a career which is going to give you great results, but you require a lot of patience because the process is long. Okay, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Majority of you are at home. Those who are interns, they are going to duties. Rest are at home, so stay safe, take care of yourself, and once you are free at the time of your current lockdown period, you can log in on our portal, appear for free trial, attend the guest lectures, and experience the USMLE like never before. So I wish you all the very best. Prepare for it properly. So meet, it doesn't matter current or pass and fail. In fact, I will recommend the current pattern simply because you are aware. No, Shama, at Moksha we prepare for students for minimum 1 year for step one. People who do 6 months, they just gamble with their careers. We don't do that. We train our students minimum 1 year for the step one examination. All right, and meet, let me tell you, if you are a BMC student, please understand, prepare early, because if you are going to give the exam while you are in second and third year, that's the best time. Third year is the best time to give step one. All right. So there is nothing called as that this is better or that is better. What is the current system is everybody is aware of, and accordingly you guys need to plan. Because if you do step one in internship year, You might lose out lot of free rotation. This elective process and expenditure is almost 12 to 13 lakh rupees. And if you are able to manage step 1 in the third year, you can save almost 50% of the money. This maths, lot of students are not aware. Lot of them realize while they are in internship year, when they are graduate, I should have given the exam in third year. That's too late a realization. Please understand this. All right? Shyama, subject priority is nothing called as subject priority in USMLE. Although the people say high yield subject are the 3 Ps, patho, pharma, physiology. But if you understand the USMLE, you will realize more than subjects, it is the patient cases. It's behavioral science, it is ethics, it's organ systems. Because every question will be combination of multiple subjects. Lot of concepts are interdependent because it is not like India. Oh, let me not you skip anatomy, only I will lose out to 5% of the question. No, it is combination of multiple subjects for a question. Think like that. If in real life you have to visit and diagnose and meet a patient, how will you deal using the knowledge of first 2 years of MBBS? That is exactly what the step 1 exam is. You are tested your knowledge as a physician just using first 2 years knowledge. Please understand this very clearly. If you feel some subjects are important, some are not, you are already losing the game and not understanding the concept. USMLE is all about understanding your patient. Okay, so which is why, Shama, if you are at Moksha, you don't have to purchase anything. Everything is there on our system. Shama, one quick advice I will give you. You go on Moksha Coaching YouTube. I'm sure after you watch this video, you will realize that there is nothing called as subjects in USMLE. Okay, let me quickly show you this very important video, and I would recommend you to watch this video. It's a 1 hour 40 minutes video, and I would want you guys to watch it. Okay, because it is very, very important, so that you realize USMLE and so that you realize what we do here at Moksha. We don't just train you for USMLE. We train you to become a good doctor, good physician, because lot of you who are in first and second year will have to appear the next exams also. If you are not studying MBBS the right way and just thinking about marks, it is not going to help you. Plan to treat your patient. The patients are everything for a doctor. Please understand this very, very clearly. Okay, so ensure you like and subscribe this channel so that every information is there with you. Let me quickly show you the video which I am recommending you to watch, Shyama. Ensure you watch that particular session because that will change the way you look at your MBBS studies. This is the video, right? This is called as Introduction to Patient-Centered Learning. This is exactly what I want you to understand, because unless you understand this, your entire perspective of things will change. Okay, this is highly, highly important. Please understand what exactly clinical reasoning is. Please understand what exactly we are trying to tell you. This is something which you need to realize, that what we do here at Moksha is taking you from patient to the DNA level. How you need to uncover small little things at an organ system, multi-system, organ system, tissue level, cell level, and at the DNA level. This is how, if you learn medicine, you will be a good physician for lifetime. You will remember us when you're treating a complex cases as and when in your career. Okay, please understand it's all about learning the right way and utilizing the right knowledge. Ultimately, we are all learning to heal patients. We are not learning to just pass examinations. I hope this message is loud and clear.